Advocates for victims of domestic violence are calling on Ottawa to create a new section of the criminal code to help prevent future tragedies. It comes after the shocking death of Madison Cobb, killed Saturday in Calgary, allegedly by an ex-boyfriend. There's growing concern that Cobb's murder could have been prevented and that the system failed her. Stephanie Thomas reports.
The recent shooting death of Madison Cobb in a Haysboro parkade is sparking calls for change. Her ex-boyfriend, Devin Bradley Malik, is charged with first-degree murder even though Cobb had a restraining order against him.
She did everything that she was supposed to do. She got out, she got the protection order, she got all of it, and it still wasn't enough. Our laws are just not strict enough.
A community rally is set up for this weekend.
Really, the whole point of it is to be able to raise awareness about the change that needs to happen. Everybody can do something to be able to end this cycle.
Malik's family says he continued to obsess over and harass Cobb. He was even GPS tracking her car despite the court order to stay away. He was also charged with criminal harassment before her death. But advocates say more could have been done.
Often when someone pursues a restraining order or protection order, they're pursuing it because it's their only avenue. But if there was coercive control legislation, there might be an avenue that actually allows the police to lay charges, which then puts that perpetrator into a different place in terms of how the system is going to watch them.
Canadian lawmakers were close to passing a law that would make coercive control a criminal offense. But it died when the election was called, and the fate of this bill and several others is unknown until Parliament resumes in the fall.
I think that this does need to be on Canada's front burner, and I do think that it needs to be addressed. I'd like to see it addressed sooner than later.
With Cobb's death now before the courts, Calgary Police will only say in a statement, "We support any measures that enhance public safety and our ability to protect the community. Additional legal tools that recognize and address this form of abuse could strengthen our efforts to support victims and hold offenders accountable." In May, the province announced a 10-year plan to end gender-based violence, with an emphasis on prevention. Questions about strengthening surveillance of violators of restraining orders and protection orders were not answered in time for our deadline.
Stephanie is at City Hall tonight, where this weekend's rally is being held. So what is next for the legislation around coercive control?
Tara, it's unclear what's next for Bill C-332. Advocates tell us that Canada lags behind other Commonwealth countries for not having laws around coercive control. And they say that it could be a game changer for criminalizing actions before it escalates to physical violence or death. Now, leaders in Calgary's domestic violence sectors tell us that they hope that a member of Parliament will revive the bill so that the process doesn't have to happen all over again. Tara?
Okay, Stephanie, thank you.